Yo, what's happening, people? Arsenal are through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. This is your match review. Yes, Arsenal have beaten Liverpool on penalties in the Carabao Cup. After a goalless 90 minutes. Obviously, so going into the game, we've made some changes, 8 changes, I think, in total. So LENO kept his place, Holding also kept his place, and Xhaka kept his place as well. And the rest were sort of changed, pretty much similar side to what we played in the Carabao Cup the night before, the week before. Sorry. In terms of the squad, I was quite happy that Arteta had done it. Only thing I wanted to see maybe was Reece Nelson play. I was a bit surprised that Willock was chosen ahead of him, and I don't think it really suited Willock playing on that side, on the right hand side. I feel like Nelson would have been better, would have been more threatening, but maybe Arteta was more wary about defending and having him back into a defensive shape, which he did do quite well. But yeah, I wasn't sure about that. But yeah, he done that, and yeah, game of few chances, especially for us. Probably the biggest chance of the game was falling to Eddie and Ketia. We kind of hesitated. Ball fell to him very nicely after a counter attack, and he probably should have just hit it earlier. It may have been saved because Adrian did come out to him very quickly, but then he tried to go around him, and Adrian took it into his path. So I was disappointed with Eddie for that, especially, and again, similar to last week, when you play Liverpool, you're not going to get many chances, and that was the only chance he really had in the game, which he didn't obviously take. And then Minamino really should have scored for Liverpool when they had a header saved by LENO, and then it came at him quickly, but open goal really. He hit the bar, Minamino, just before half time. And then, in the second half, it was sort of a lot more of us defending against Liverpool. And again, you're playing against the champions of England. They're playing against some of their best players. Obviously, Salah and Van Dijk were playing, so we have to know that we're not going to be able to dominate the game or even create many chances. Arteta did say a lot about staying in the game and giving yourself an opportunity to win the game if you stay in it, and I think we did. Largely thanks to LENO. 3 brilliant saves. The first one from Van Dijk, tried to stab it home from a header. I think Grujic had another chance, which he made a good save as well. And then Jota had a shot, which he saved. Brilliant 3 saves from LENO. Kept us in the game, kept us alive in the competition. And that, as I said, that's exactly what he needs. I thought Gabriel done quite well. I think the 3 of them, Holding and Kolasinac, up against Salah, done quite well. It didn't really cause any threats from that side of the pitch. So we looked quite comfortable in defence. They did get through with the chances, but I don't think it was too many individual mistakes that led to that. And then, as I said, when you have a goalkeeper like LENO just there producing saves, I was interested to see that LENO actually started. Especially, I thought Runnison might come in. Maybe it was that, Anfield, you maybe don't want to play him on his debut at Anfield, but listen, that's what maybe makes makes players, and I feel like he should have given him his opportunity, but nevertheless, that's why he did pick LENO, and obviously it did work out in the end. I don't think Leno's going to get tired by playing a lot of games as a goalkeeper. Obviously, international break next week, and he's not the number 1 for Germany, so he probably will get a rest in his international break. So maybe it was a time to just listen and get the new goalkeeper in for a bit, get him playing a lot more as time goes on, and maybe Leno just slot in for the time being. And then, the only other chance really was Rob Holding's header. It was a great cross from Pepe, who... Pepe, he had another one of those games where he sort of drifted in, drifted out, didn't really beat his man. But I have to credit him for that cross he did for Holding at the near post, which maybe should have done better with. Maybe even should have scored Holding. And after some poor corners last game when he came on against Liverpool, he did step up a little bit in this game. But I feel like his deja vu. I feel like I've said this before about him. Consistency. We need to see them kind of balls in the box on a regular basis. He played them on the left today, up against Nico Williams. It's obviously not his best side because he can't cut in, but maybe Arteta wanted him to be more direct, and I don't think he was. I think he tried to be, but I just don't think he had the I wouldn't always say pace, but the ability to just skin a man and get through. I don't even know if that's his game. He likes to cut in and shoot, but the truth is he needs to step up the game. He's not first choice at the moment. He is £72 million. He is our record signing, but he needs to be playing better. He needs to be playing better if he's going to get in our squad. And I think it's testament to Arteta, because Arteta could easily say, you're a record signers, you have to play every week. Especially in a squad which hasn't got great depth in it. It's getting more, but it's not got great depth in it. And the likes of Ozil and Torreira and Guendouzi, who are on the fringes of Arsenal, Arteta says, you know what, you may be on paper the best players at the club, but are you working hard enough to get into the first team? And that's the same will be for Pepe. If he doesn't work hard enough, he won't get into the first team squad. Willian is there at the moment, was rested tonight, so I assume he will come in again on Sunday against Sheffield United. So Pepe's got a lot to prove still for Arteta. And he's not going to just look at the numbers of how much he costs. He's going to look at how much output you have for him and his team. But yeah, so went to penalties today, again, as it did last year, after a more entertaining 5-5 draw, and then loads of penalties we had last time, a lot more than today. And it was a case of hold your nerve. It was Liverpool went first, and they got their penalties in. Our penalties were good. Laka, confident. Cedric, as he was in the Community Shield, confident. And then LENO stepped up, and it was a case of I just knew he was going to miss. In my head, I was like, it just looked like he was going to miss. And he had a big run up, and he just smashed it, and Adrian went the right way, and it was a good save. I can't be mad at the fact that he kept it on target and he hit it with power, but went the wrong way, and it was good height for Adrian. And then, luckily for us, Divock Origi with a short run up went the same way, and LENO immediately pulled it back with a save in the penalty shoot, and that just gave us a bit. Just felt like it swung back in our favour again. I know we're level, and so it's all the same thing, but when Liverpool have the advantage and then all of a sudden, bam, taken away, it's like it just swings momentum into our favour. And then Ainsley stepped up and just put. The guy is so cool with it. Came on as a sub, and in my head I'm thinking, you come on with a sub with about 10 minutes ago. I know Saka was had a bit of cramp, but he came on, jogging up to the penalty spot, happy as Larry. I think I'm going to put it the same way that I did against Alisson. Yeah, middle of the goal, keep it again the wrong way, and listen, comfortable. And I love it. Swagger, confidence. It even looked like he was a bit lazy to run up to it, but it's the way he takes it. And you know what? If you put it in the back of the net, I can't be mad at that. And he did confidently, and put us level. And then I think Liverpool scored their next one because Pepe then stepped up. And Pepe, he's a perfectionist. Puts the ball on the spot exactly where he needs it to be. He's obviously good at set pieces. He's scored penalties for us before. He scored free kicks. He's good at corners. So, I expected him to score that, and he tucks it in bottom corner. Lovely and confident from the spot from him. And then Harry Wilson stepped up for Liverpool. His penalty was a good height again, but it was good power was hit on it from Wilson. Short run up. But LENO sprang to his left and made a great save to really give us the full advantage. And then Joe Willock stepped up, and it was a strange one because it looked like he was going to hit it with his left foot at first, and the way he stood on the spot, and then he sort of drifted over to his right foot and then tucked it in the bottom corner, and Adrian got a decent hand on it, but there was enough power to get through. And also, I kind of feel like Adrian dived past it, because he dived and then kind of dropped his hand back a bit to say, oh, if I didn't dive as far, I may be able to get a straight push. But went underneath him, and you know what? We're through. Listen, I said it before, I'm not even too bothered about the Carabao Cup, really and truly. It's just another game to get our players a bit of fitness, get the squad to rotate and have a few more games in the tank. And it's obviously a chance to win a trophy. Now, over the years, as Arsenal fans, we know that the Carabao Cup ain't been kind to us. But listen, we go through, we go to the next game, and we have a chance to go to the to get to a final, to get to win a trophy. I'll take that. I'm happy that we won. I'm happy that we got a bit of winning mentality about us, and that we bounced back from Monday, even if it was a different squad of players. But yeah, happy with that. Happy with the win. I think my man of the match will probably be LENO. Great saves during the game. Great saves in the penalty shootout. I can't complain. A lot of criticism he's had, of course, when Emi Martinez was sold to Villa. But he showed today he's got class about him. He's a good goalkeeper. Made some good saves, and I'm happy that he's here for the next season. And then yeah, the draw was made straight after the game, and we got Man City. So Man City at home in the next round in the quarterfinals. I think it's going to be played after the Europa League game, so we probably won't play that till December time. A bit of time before we get there. But yeah, we'll see what happens at the game. We don't know what fitness is going to be like for our players with the Europa League as well during that, just before them. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But as it stands right now, we're in the quarterfinals of a cup competition. We'll take that and we'll keep it moving. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.